Yeah, the atmosphere is positive. Players have won another game and on the road, and that always helps the group and the atmosphere, and to build confidence and to give us energy that you need on the road. We've talked about the performance in Orlando. There was some good, there was some not so good, and things definitely need to improve on. But the overall effort was there, the fight was there, and some clinical finishing was also there. Those are very important components to winning games on the road in our league, which we'll need again tomorrow night against a team, Austin team at home that's very hungry um, and need a win.
Thank you. And just a reminder for those on Zoom to use the please raise hand feature. Um, one of the players that's been around for two different parts of the club's history, but Edward is coming up on 100 starts for the club. Uh, what does it mean for you as a coach to see a player like that and also be able to coach a player and what they mean for the organization?
Yeah, those are always numbers to celebrate, and more importantly than appearances, are obviously our wins. So hopefully we can celebrate the appearance and a win in the same night. That would be great. But when players put up big numbers, it's a good sign because it means oftentimes means we are practicing continuity at LAFC, which is very important for sustained success and something that we believe in.
Okay, we'll go to Josh Gross next.
Thanks, Steve. Where have you guys been practicing? And when you have this time on the road together, how do you spend it? What's a day look like?
Hmm. Very different for each person. We give the players the freedom to kind of plan their days for themselves. We train in the evening and at Austin's facilities. So yeah, training is more recovery than anything tactical or formational, obviously, but it's mostly recovery and reminding the players' bodies about certain um, habits and traits and behaviors, but nothing but nothing too crazy training wise. And during the day, again, players have the freedom to plan their days for themselves. We have a couple team dinners planned outside of the hotels to break up the atmosphere a little bit of being on the road for so long. Um, but overall, the atmosphere was excellent. It's easier after wins, but it's also a little different because we aren't traveling the day before the game, and so players should be well rested for this match.
Okay, and what do you see from Austin? They've been pretty good at home, struggled on the road. Why haven't they gotten over the hump? Obviously, you're not playing them on the road. You will eventually, but are you playing them on the road now? That you won't play them. They won't be on the road playing you. Excuse me. Why have they been effective at home?
It's a tough place to play. It's hot, and like most MLS teams, you look to win your home games by pressing, by being more active, by being the proactive team, and they've achieved that in their home games, and they've been finishing their chances. I think that's the difference. Um, so I don't really have a better explanation. I think Josh can give you more depth on that, insight on that, why it's actually happening. But from what we've been watching, is exactly that. They've been a little more active in the opponent's half, and that's resulted into goals and points for them.
And they struggled last year. Have you seen some differences, improvements that changes what you saw from them last year? How are they improved?
Yeah, I think they've just been more effective. They've been scoring, and last year they struggled scoring, and then they've haven't conceded as many goals as last year. So I think a combination of being effective in both ends, a little more effective on both ends, is the difference. There hasn't been an overhaul in the roster, not too many new players. So obviously Josh is still there, so it's not a whole lot of change, but I think just some. That's the best way I would describe as being more effective on both ends.